Guys, do you know what this tree is? A pawpaw tree. So that means we are going to plant our 11th fruit tree here today. It's so much drier here today. A lot less puddles. He's daring to go over the creek to find a place to plant that pawpaw tree. It's amazing. We both found 4-leaf clovers right next to each other yesterday.
I lost mine.
I kept mine in the goat book, if it's still there. And
I'm bummed out. I put mine in my shoe, which was not smart.
And now I keep looking for more 4-leaf clovers, and I'm just stooping around looking like a fool. It was really muddy at the top yesterday, but it's dried out a bit. It still needs to dry out like half as much, and then we might be able to put the gravel road in, except it's supposed to rain soon. Tomorrow it's gonna be gross, and I think they said maybe snow. It's not gonna stick, but it's just
George can't deal with snow.
Yeah, so many things right now are not going right for selling a home, fixing a home up, and building a new one, or even putting your temporary mobile homes down.
And it's a buyer's market.
Look at him go. He dug a good hole. He's pushing it in the ground, so it won't get flooded there, but it'll get maybe his feet wet a little bit, but I think that's what they like. They like to be by creeks and the shadow of other trees. They tend to grow in groves of them. And he looks like he's gonna be solo, but maybe we'll get him some friends.
You should have it up above and mount it.
Now, we've tried a pawpaw that we foraged from a park near us at our actual main house right now. And it was okay. Every single one is different, and they all have different flavors. It's really confusing. It kind of tastes like a banana and I don't know, just a weird tropical fruit taste with a little bit of something floral and custard, kind of like vanilla ice cream, and then something rancid, something rotten is in there. It's all these weird flavors come across your tongue, and then you're like, there's something kind of nasty about it though.
That's
it really
good.
Yeah. It really dried my mouth out of it, and Mom said it tastes like something that I'm not gonna say.
No.
But supposedly there's a bunch of cultivated varieties, and they all kind of have different flavors, and so we're thinking we won't just completely eliminate them. We're gonna try a couple different varieties and see if that's good, because it's kind of a nice historical plant for here. Lewis and Clark foraged for them across the country and in the Midwest. They grow wild here, and supposedly that's what they eat. For a long time, it was the thing that sustained them. So it's kind of a neat connection, and it's just such a weird plant to be growing in Missouri because it looks like something straight out of the tropics. It's gonna start getting really pretty here soon. Any day now. Come on, everything get beautiful. At home, it's getting really green, and it's just, you can tell spring is almost here. Everything is starting to bloom, but the weather's still just too cold, and things are kind of holding out, and I think they're kind of gonna get frostbitten pretty soon. But it's really getting nice there, and you can tell everything's gonna be green by, in 2 more weeks. But here, this place is 2 weeks behind, and everything is still waiting to bud. There's just the only things really budding right now are the evil things, the honeysuckle and vines and thorns. We know sycamores, they have balls that are suspended by their branches that are the big things of seeds, and they're breaking down and releasing all these it looks like it's snowing, these pretty little seed fluffs coming out. There's a nice smell near, despite the fact that you can't really see the blossoms. So I'm thinking in 2 weeks it'll start getting really cool here, and we'll start seeing the green creep in. We're really waiting for a couple trees to bloom and just to see what they are, because we have no idea what some of these trees are. They could be persimmons. That'd be really, really neat. There's a couple in the glade, and we've seen a couple in the woods, and there's just not many of them. They have this really interesting bark, and there's also a few trees that we don't know what they are, and that could be serviceberries, and that would be kind of neat. There's also grapevines. Well, there might be hawthorns here. We don't know until it starts getting green and starts getting berries or flowers or anything, even leaves, to help us know what the heck they are. Some cool flowers. Our first pretty flowers here from spring. big, beautiful oak tree.
Any ideas on what this weird little brown and white pod thing is on this branch?
She has just been rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. Nice. I saw you do that. So tiny. Teeny, teeny tiny. Teeny, teeny tiny. That's probably mice. I don't know what that one is.
When we're done downloading from the trail cameras, I see something in the distance in the glade.
You said it. It is. It's like a big hornet nest. Wow. How horrible. I think that's exactly what it is. It's a big hornet nest. This sycamore is just growing around this rock in the middle of the creek here. We started a fire, and we're gonna try to burn as many cedar trees as we can that are non-usable and save any that we can use something with. Maybe stacking them for a garden, maybe fence posts, maybe anything we can think of. I don't know. But we need to get these cedar trees out for when they come to do their planting. Nice day. I dug up a little carrot and I showed it to Maple. I wasn't quite sure if it was a carrot, but she loves carrots. She always gets silly and she eats them. I could tell it was a carrot because of the way her eyes lit up and she tried to gnaw on it and then looked at it to be funny because it was so small and then gave up, but I could tell. She seems to have some sort of mad respect for me now. She's waiting for me to like dig up more, I think. Not the best spot because of the trees right overhead, so we're trying to move it that way. Look at that. At least it's being immediately used. It's dying down. Wow. What are you doing? What are you doing, Greta? She's literally in the middle of a tree's bushes, of one of the pine tree's branches. What are you doing, silly? That's not a bed. That's not a bed, buddy.
Where's Greta?
Oh, is she making her way out? Oh.
Oh, you're so funny.
Oh.
This is what it looks like when you do some work. Work at the farm. Working at the farm. Alright, we'll watch this burn down and then we're done.
I know what I said about us finishing up and being done, but there's just so much to play with. You just see a little bit, and then you're like, all right, just two more. You're like, well, that just snagged me. That's gotta go right in the fire now. And the next thing you know, you've burned like half more of it, and you still haven't left, and you're very hungry, but you're running out of candy in your backpack. So some of the biggest ones, we cut all the branches off, and we just sort of left the big stem to use. There's a pile I'm gonna show you. There's a pile over here. Some we actually burn the branches off of. But we have a little pile over here. We've kind of, I guess, stemmed them. And we can now visualize using them possibly for raised garden beds, fence posts, coasters. Some of the big ones could be Lazy Susan. Yeah.
Wooden frisbees.
Frisbees. Lazy Susans. Tables. Why not? Tables. I think cutting boards is a bit advanced for us. That one looks like a funky heart. We haven't gotten this guy all chopped.
Tables.
I said tables. It looks less like a heart up close. The dogs are so ready. That fire! Can't believe it was blazing like crazy before. Already thinking about dinner. Unfortunately, we can't like stop at a fast food place because it's, you know, that time and it's good to stay away from people right now. We went to the dollar store yesterday and a lady said that her dad was really sick, her elderly father. The symptoms she listed were a little bit, so hope he's all right, but it was a wake-up call for us. No more stores. You never know. It could be anywhere. Just be safe, you know. It's just that time to just sort of start making your own food and not go out. It's probably healthier anyway. I'm kind of craving egg drop soup. I've kind of figured out how to make vegetarian versions of egg drop soup and hot and sour soup. I keep forgetting to try making cashew fake chicken, but that shouldn't be that hard. Oh, you scared Maple. He scared you. She was standing right by the log when Dad started moving it and she just jumped through her skin. Look at Nova. It's a working dog. It's so soft.